Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. And first off, I apologize about the background noise. If you watched the end of the last video, you'll know that there's some construction going on over here because I just filmed the last clip of that video right before I'm starting this one. So if you didn't see that video, go back and watch it, and then you'll know there's construction going on over here, so there's some background noise. But in any case, I have a sweet video for you guys today. I'm adding one more piece to my setup as I promised in the last video. So we're gonna go through putting that together and getting it all set up and why I'm doing it. So yeah, first off, I'll go ahead and show you what we're doing today. So I got these two tanks right here. So if you know what this is, then you already know. But this is a deionization setup. So basically it takes all the ions and minerals out of the water, so that way when you are power washing anything or rinsing off anything, you can just let it sit and dry and it won't leave water spots. So that's what that's for. It helps speed up the process significantly. So basically I'm gonna put these tanks right up here so that I can basically just run the water hose into those tanks and then into this tank, and then everything that'll be in this tank will already be clean, deionized, and ready to go, and run through the setup that I did in the last video. So basically I got some pieces here. I got some L brackets. I got this piece of wood so I can set it up here and set those tanks right up there. Better make sure that they're gonna kind of fit up there before I really get into it here. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and get our brackets out and start mocking up where I need them to sit. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. All right, so I got the first bracket put in. I got this tank moved out, surprisingly. It's got a little bit of water in it still, but I was able to get it scooted out from the wall so I can get this bracket where I wanted it. So we got this one in. And so now we're gonna do another one right here, and then we'll put the board across there, and then we'll get the tanks up on top of the board and strapped in. So I'm just gonna do like a little time-lapse thing here of getting the rest of this measured out and put on. Alright, so the shelf is all on here. It's all screwed in, all the brackets are looking good. I am gonna try and get this tank slid back underneath this shelf here, which might be a little bit of a task, so I'm probably not gonna record it, but I'm gonna get that slid back underneath there so that we can set those up there and start getting them strapped in. All right, there we go, guys. I got this tank slid back into place, which allows me to tell you that was a task, but I got it in. Got the tank sitting up there looking good. So now I've got a connector piece to go between the two tanks. So I need to get that on so that way I know exactly where they're gonna sit. And then we're going to use these huge 36-inch bands that I'm just gonna kind of wrap around the tank, bend it and wrap around it, and then they'll screw into the wall. And so we got 2 of those. So those straps are just gonna go right around the middle probably. I might end up doing another strap on them at some point, but we'll see how these hold them for now. And yeah, so I'm gonna get that connection piece in and then start bending these around and see how that goes. I will check in with you guys in just a minute. What's up, guys? All right, so I'm just kind of, these are the straps that I got, and I'm just literally bending them. I just like wrapped them around the tank and then just started bending it around the tank and then start bending it by hand, so that way I can get a nice tight fit just like that one. So this one's in there pretty good. Just got a little wiggle there, but not much. So I just did the same thing with this other one here, and I'm gonna mock it up to the tank if I can, just like that. So looks like I gotta get it just a little bit tighter here before I start screwing it in. So yeah, but looking pretty good. I think this is gonna work exactly the way that I needed to hold these tanks in place. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Super pumped on this. All right, guys, we got it all strapped up. So we got this connection tube in here. We got these straps around these tanks. These things are not going anywhere, sitting on top of this little shelf that I put in here. This thing is ready to go. I'm super excited about this. I got a little hose that comes off this end. It's gonna dump right into the tank here. So then I just gotta hook up my regular spigot hose right to this side. So that way everything runs through both stages of this deionized setup and then into the tank. So that way, you know, I got some awesome soft clean water, so I don't have to sit there and spend an hour drying everything. This comes in particularly handy with tight spots like wheels and doing motorcycles and stuff like that, to make sure that you're not spending way more time on the cleaning process than what you need to. You know, detailing is all about the details. It's more about doing paint correction, waxing, doing the things that are gonna make it shine and look incredible instead of just a basic wash. If somebody wanted just a basic wash, they take their car through the car wash, not hire somebody for way more money to clean their car. So yeah, so this is gonna help out with that and make the process a lot speedier. Same with the pressure washer setup that I did in the last video. This is gonna make my job in life so much easier and create a much better result for every single one of my customers. So yeah, we're gonna get this trailer hooked up to the truck, and hopefully we can go get this stuff filled up and give her a try. All right, guys. I am over here at my parents' house. I got the hose hooked up to the inlet side of the deionizer into this first stage here. So it goes in that inlet through the first stage, through the second stage. Then I've got another little hose here that came with this kit to go in this other side. So let's see if I can get this thing hooked up here. And then we're gonna cross our fingers that we don't have any leaks, because leaks are no fun and no good. So fancy little says out right there, so makes it super easy to tell where stuff is supposed to go. See if I can get this thing on here as tight as we can get it here. Oh, that looks good. Dump this into here. Hopefully that stays right there. All right, well, everything should be hooked up properly. So let's go ahead. Let's walk down here. Walk down here, walk down here, walk down here. Turn on the water. This hose is kind of shot, so it does kind of spew out a little bit, but whatever. It works. Now let's jump in here real quick, see how it's going. Ooh, you can hear it running through. You can hear it moving, but I haven't seen it go across. Oh, there it goes, baby. There we go. All right. Now that I do have this still kind of draining to the outside because I want to get some more of this old crappy water out of here before I just run the deionized stuff. So we're gonna let that run for just a minute, and then I'm gonna get this closed back off, so that way we can have all fresh, clean, deionized water inside our tank. I'm super pumped about this, guys. Like, this is, like I said in the last couple clips, like, this is gonna make my job so much easier. I'm so pumped about this. Yeah, it seems like everything's working. If you saw the end of the last video, you saw that my pressure washer was all hooked up good, ready to go, and all that whole setup is working too. So now I'm gonna let this fill up a little bit. I'm gonna put probably like 100 gallons in here, so that way I have plenty for the job that I have coming up in a couple days. And from there, like, I'm gonna get this trailer completely cleaned up, because, you know, the whole setup is done now, and so I just need to get it cleaned out and cleaned up, so that way I'm all good and ready to go for 2 days from now. So hopefully, I plan to record that detail job. It should be a pretty fun, simple one. It's Silverado 1500. We're doing inside and outside. That's why I was trying to get this all done and set up. So hopefully I get some good clips of that. So be on the lookout for that video. But otherwise, go ahead and smash that thumbs up if you haven't already. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss out on any future videos, especially that one coming up. So otherwise, see you guys later. See you in the next one.